Hello, unlimited friends. Today I want to talk to you about controlling the outcome because isn't that what we all want? All of us turn towards law of attraction because we want control. We want to control what happens next in our life. We want things to turn out the way we want them. And why shouldn't it be so? Law of attraction gives us that power. That is the most important thing. And so that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. In this video, I'm going to show you a technique that I've been using for many years and that has had a huge impact on my life. Hi, I'm ZMAHOON from ZMAHOON.com, and on this channel, we talk about anything and everything to do with law of attraction so that we can use it to improve our lives. Let's get straight into it. So, we all want control. Isn't that true? You want to control how your life turns out. And what I find goes wrong with a lot of people, and the reason that they don't achieve the success that they want with law of attraction is because they do the action without looking after the vibration. And looking after the vibration is what gives us true success. How do we look after vibration? Well, there are many tools that a lot of people are talking about. There's visualization and meditation and scores of other tools. But today I'm going to talk to you about one specific tool that I think is huge as far as my own life is concerned. And it is a tool that if I was given a choice out of all the tools that are available, Zara, which one would you keep if all the rest were going to go away? This would be the one tool that I would keep. That is something that I would keep doing all the time. So how does this process work? That's the first thing I'm going to share with you. Then I'm going to show you an example of how to do it. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with a couple of tips that will make it easy for you to implement what I'm going to show you today. So how does it work? Well, as far as I'm concerned, everything in law of attraction is about energy and vibration. So this process also uses energy and it helps us to manipulate vibration. And that is the reason for its success, and that is going to be the reason for your success. Of all the things that I've learned over the years, I think to me, this is the one thing that is absolutely the most important, hands down. And this technique alone has helped me to shift my life so completely that I woke up one day and I was like, oh my God, everything's changed. And I attribute all of that to this process. Now, this is not something that I came up with myself. I have learned it from another teacher, and I think that I can take credit for perfecting it. So this process is what is called pre-paving or segment intending, and I learned how to do this from Abraham Hicks. How this process works is that you use the power of your mind. Now, we all know that our mind is a very powerful instrument, and that when we think a thought, that thought generates a vibration. That is at the basis of law of attraction. We all understand that. Now, segment intending or pre-paving, as I like to call it, uses this information. And so pre-paving helps us to use this information. Step one is to give your mind an instruction. Now, over the years, our mind turns into a monkey mind, which goes on its own, but that's because we were never controlling it. We became used to letting it do its own thing, and from time to time we became conscious, and that was when we had a task that we wanted to do. That's when we took back the rudder. So imagine that you're sitting in a boat and you're not really controlling the direction of where it's going. You're not controlling the rudder. It's just going on and on its own. Well, that happens when we are on autopilot, when we are not paying attention, when we are not mindful. But then when we have a task, let's say you're cutting vegetables, well, you have to pay attention because if you don't, you can end up hurting yourself, right? So those are the kinds of things that are happening in our lives when we actually pay attention and we take control of that rudder and we tell it where we want it to go, where we want to put our attention. And what is most important is attention, not so much the thought, the complete thought, but the attention. Because the attention, wherever you put your attention, that is what you activate with your thoughts. So the pre-paving process uses this information, and the first thing is to give your mind an instruction. That's like taking the rudder in both hands and you directing the boat, okay? So you do that by telling your mind what you want to achieve in a given segment of time. Whether that's 1 hour, you can divide your day by hours, or you can divide it by what you're going to be doing in a certain segment. The best way to practice this that has had practical results for me is to pre-pave in the morning. So when I wake up, and even before I wake up, I start telling my mind how I want my day to go. And so I wrote for myself a little pre-paving exercise. And this is what I wrote on a cue card, and I kept it on my bedside table, and I would read it every day as I was waking up. And now I know it so well that I don't need the cue card anymore. I can just have my eyes closed and I can start repeating it. It's important to do it at that period of time while you're waking up. That's tip number 2. So number 1, take back the rudder. Give your mind an instruction. Number 2, do it the first thing while you're waking up, not after you're already awake, while you're waking up. Why? Because that is the time when you have not yet picked up the vibration of all the things that you need to accomplish during the day. You've not started worrying about your day, and you have not picked up on the vibration of your day from yesterday. All those things that didn't get done or need urgent attention today, you haven't yet picked up on them because you're just waking up. So it is the best time to give your mind an instruction. So the instruction that I give my mind sounds like this. Thank you, universe, source, or God, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for a brand new opportunity to enjoy life. I want my day to unfold with ease. I want good things to come my way. I want to remember to appreciate people, places, and things. I want to be good to myself and others. I want to end this day feeling happy and satisfied, and I want to remember at all times that all things are possible. So, you see how many instructions are in this short paragraph? First of all, being thankful. Thank you for this opportunity, new opportunity to enjoy my day today. I want my day to unfold with ease, which means I want things to be easy for me today. Now, when you say that, you've given your mind an instruction. And when something feels hard, your mind is going to remind you, listen, in the morning you said you want things to be easy, so stop it. Stop thinking of things being as hard, because when you think of things being hard, that's when they become harder. I want good things to come my way. That reminds us to be appreciative and thankful when nice things happen, when someone opens the door for you, when someone holds the door open because you're carrying something, when someone buys you a coffee, when someone smiles at you. All those are good things, right? I want to remember to appreciate people, places, and things. Well, again, you're giving your mind an instruction. When I see something that I like, I want to express my gratitude. I want to express my appreciation. I want to give thanks, because that feeling of appreciation is a very high vibration. It is a vibration that is close to the vibration of love, which love is the vibration of source. That is the vibration of the universe. So when we express our appreciation for something, we line up with source, and when we line up with source, all sorts of good things happen for us. So we want to remember to appreciate during our day. And when we find something, maybe we look at something and it feels a little bit off, our mind's going to remind us, oh, but it was your intention to appreciate. So what can you think about this thing that you can appreciate, right? Maybe it's someone who cuts across you in traffic. Well, what can you appreciate? Well, you can appreciate your good timing. The fact that you were paying attention enough that you had control over yourself and your vehicle, right? There's always something that we can find to appreciate. And then to say that you want to be good to yourself and others. How wonderful is that? Because if we just remember that, we have to honor ourselves and be good to ourselves. And we also have to remember to be nice to other people. Those are wonderful things. They make the day go really easier, don't they? I want to end this day feeling happy and satisfied. If that was just our goal, in the morning we tell ourselves, whatever happens today doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I want to feel happy and satisfied that I've done what I could do, right? The feeling of satisfaction, that is the best feeling to aim for. And I want to remember at all times that all things are possible, because they are. And when you believe in law of attraction, that is the one thing that you need to believe, that there are possibilities outside of what you can see, and that the universe has the capacity to bring to you anything and everything that you want. Does that make sense? So pre-paving, not only your day, but let's say you're heading into an appointment with the doctor. Well, you can pre-pave that. You can say, I want this appointment to go well. I want good news to come to me, right? If you're having an appointment with a client, you can say, I want both of us to find value from this. I want my client to understand that I value their business. When you're dealing with your children, I want my children to feel the love that I have for them, and I want to feel their love from them, right? In all our interactions, that's really what we're looking for. So be mindful of that and find opportunities to pre-pave, and that is going to help you become more mindful, because the more you start controlling where your mind should go, then the more control you have over what happens next in your life. Isn't that wonderful? It's really empowering to know this. So I hope that that was useful. I hope that this is something that you can start doing right away. And I hope that you will subscribe and come back for more. Now, if you're interested then in following a 40-day program that I offer through a workbook, you can find the workbook on Amazon and follow the 40-day workout with me on Facebook. As we go through the 40 days, you will learn how to do the exercises that are part of law of attraction that actually give us true power. So if you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. That's it for me for today. I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye for now.